So today I'm going to talk about a subject that I've always been interested in, and that is why people get divorced. So not necessarily the reasons cited, but more or less the psychological component of why it is that a marriage falls apart. Because I mean, you have these two people who on their wedding day are so happy, and every couple thinks they're going to make it to the end. But the reality is, we know that's not true. So my question is, where does it go wrong? And in order to answer this question, I'm going to evaluate divorce from a psychological perspective in order to show how inaccurate perceptions of love can actually cause people to misinterpret their relationship. So, as we know, marriage was not always about love. It used to be almost entirely political, with fathers marrying off their daughters in order to forge alliances and produce legitimate heirs. However, a shift occurred in which we began to marry for love. And now, thousands of years later, we've finally gotten to the point where we have complete say over who we want to marry. So why is it that we just can't seem to get it right? I mean, according to APA, the divorce rate is around 40%. So why is this? Do we just suck at picking partners? Are we not meant to be married to one person? Not exactly. So the reason why we get divorced is not necessarily a problem with us or our partner, but a problem with our expectations of love. So in order to explain what I mean, I'm going to reference some basic psychological principles of love theorized by Robert Sternberg. So here we see Sternberg's triangular theory of love, which studies 3 types of love and how they interact. But today I'm going to talk about just 2 of the 6 that are a result of that. So passionate and companion love. So passionate love is this burning desire we have for another person. It's considered to be a fiery love and is often associated with young love. Companion love, on the other hand, is more of a commitment to a person. So although you're not actively longing for them as you are in passionate love, there's this understanding that you're going to be there until the end. So how does this tie into divorce? Well, when couples get married, they are often in a state of passionate love, and this passionate love may continue years on, but it is not meant to last forever. And here you can see that Jonathan Haidt's model for what he feels is like an average relationship, or what a healthy relationship should be as far as companion versus passionate love over the years. However, most couples don't realize that this transition is healthy and that it should occur, and they feel that they've lost their spark in their marriage, and this ultimately leads to them feeling like they failed and get divorced. So before I go any farther, I want to talk about where some of these inaccurate perceptions about love come from. So I think a lot of the unrealistic ideas we get can be attributed to movies, books, stories, etc. Great love stories almost always focus on the passionate kind of love. They don't really show that companion love that takes place years later, even after things have calmed down. So this creates this idea in our heads that there's this one type of love. It's this one specific feeling. And if that we're not feeling that specific feeling, then we must not be in love anymore. Another factor I want to touch on is the nature of our generation. So not only did we grow up in an era of instant satisfaction, but during a time when something new and exciting was almost always coming out. I mean, most of us don't even have the same iPhone for more than 3 years. And we definitely don't have to deal with boredom the way our parents did. So all of this has led us to feel entitled to novelty, which is not necessarily a good thing, because we spend so much time chasing the next new and exciting thing that we forget that what we had just a few months ago was something that excited us as well. So going back to love, your partner is not a game or a piece of technology. They are not meant to be traded in for something new and better and more exciting. What I'm trying to say is, don't let your entitlement get the best of you. Don't be that person who is always searching, or so addicted to searching for one thing that they forget to appreciate what they already have. We may be the generation of entitlement, but with just some patience and commitment, we can be the generation to bring love back again. Thank you.